Access your free language gifts right now before they expire. Here's what you're getting this month. First, the Crush Your Goals cheat sheet. With this cheat sheet, you'll learn the basics of your target language, basic sentence patterns, question words, must-know grammar terms, and more. Download it now for free. Second, what's your New Year's resolution? Can you say it in your target language? With this bonus phrase lesson, you'll be able to say the common goals, like read more, save money, and learn a language. Third, top 7 lessons you'll need to improve your language skills. Here, you'll get 7 lessons in one. Top 10 learning strategies, phrases to use with your teacher, ways to motivate yourself, and much more. Fourth, must-know words and phrases for the new year. Do you know how to say New Year in your target language? You will with this quick 1-minute vocab lesson. Fifth, the 7 tested ways to learn language fast. With this bonus ebook, you'll learn how to use our learning system to speak better, remember more words, and improve fast. Download it for free right now. And sixth, looking for a new language learning app? With the innovative language learning app, you learn language fast and start speaking in minutes because our conversational lessons are just 3 to 15 minutes long. Learning is that easy. Download innovative language learning for free for the Android, iPhone, and iPad. To get your gifts and language learning resources, click the link in the description below. Download them right now before they expire.
Hello everyone, welcome back to ItalianPod101.com. My name is Daisy, mi chiamo Daisy, and in this video we're going to talk about the top 10 websites in Italy. I 10 siti più visitati in Italia. I 10 siti più visitati in Italia. The most visited websites, I più visitati, siti is website, in Italy. So, of course, we have the same that the rest of the world has, right? So, such as Google, Amazon, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. But I think all of you know them, so I'm going to focus on the Italian websites. So, given that all of them end with .it, so .it, that's how we say that in Italian, .it, I'll just say the name without saying .it every time. First one, La Repubblica, Repubblica, which literally means republic, as you may guess, and that's the online version of Il Giornale La Repubblica, the newspaper La Repubblica. So it's about news. The articles that you could read on the actual paper, you can see them online as well. You can find sections such as politica, politics, mondo, word, economia, which is economy or business, sports, and spettacoli, entertainment. Also on the website you can find the live broadcast from La Camera dei Deputati. Camera dei Deputati, so the House of Representatives. Then we have Il Corriere, which is also a newspaper. So news are the most visited ones. Corriere actually means like messenger, messaggero. Corriere, like courier, but of news. Here too you can sfoglia il giornale, so browse the newspaper, read about cronache, which literally means chronicles, but it's more like reports or focuses. So again, another way to say news, like reports. Letteratura, literature, but also opinioni, opinions of some writers of the newspaper. Also, and this is a nice touch in my opinion, there is a section called Buone Notizie, so good news. Number 3, we have postal offices, postal office. This is about telematic services, servizi telematici. So you can find things like paga online, pay online, by the way, bollettini Bollettini is the utilities. Bollettini. Spedisci online. Spedisci online. Ship online. Or risparmi e investimenti. Risparmi, savings, and investments. Investimenti. Then there's libero. Libero, which literally means free. Free. And it's a portal of news, once again, but not from a newspaper. Here, on top of the sections that we saw for the other websites, you could find things like viaggi, travels, viaggi, motori, engines, so cars basically, motori, oroscopo, horoscope, oroscopo, and this can actually also be a searching engine, so motore di ricerca. Motore, engine, just told you before, di ricerca, research. Motore di ricerca. Number 5 is an agency of news, this time. It's called ANSA. ANSA. So it's an agenzia, ANSA. Again, like the others, same sections, but also news locali, so local news. Primo piano, which is actually a close-up, like with the camera, but it's used to say focus on, or ultima ora, literally last hour, so last minute news, so what is the most recent thing, l'ultima ora. It's not only about news, we also have entertainment. In fact, number 6 is Mediaset. Mediaset. Mediaset is actually a channel group from TV, a private one, actually more than one because there are many. So here you can see the programmazione, the schedule, programming of the week or the day of programs, programmi, of serie TV, so TV series, but also film, movies, or documentaries. Here you can also see diretta TV, which is the live broadcast. Then subito, which literally means right now. In this case, it's about buying and selling. So it's supposed to mean that you're gonna get something right away, being that money if you're selling something, or the thing that you're searching for. In fact, on the home page, it asks you, cosa cerchi? What are you searching for? What are you looking for? Cosa cerchi? Dove? Where? And in quale categoria? In which category? In quale categoria? Il meteo. The weather. Here you can find, of course, previsioni, forecasts, previsioni meteo, weather forecast, but also info about venti e mari, winds and seas. So it's all about the wind, basically. But also information about allerte meteo, which is weather alert. And here they go from green, verde, to rosso, red. Allerta meteo. So, of course, when there's a red allerta meteo, you don't want to go out. Moving to something that is really Italian, food, we have giallo zafferano, which is actually a blog, and it means yellow saffron. Giallo zafferano, which is a spice, right? So here you can find recipes, ricette, quick recipes, ricette veloci, and of course primi, antipasti, so appetizers, antipasti, primi, main dishes, secondi, it's like meat or fish, and dolci, sweets. But also for each recipe you will find the level of difficoltà, so difficoltà, tempo di cottura, cooking time, tempo di cottura, dosi per, dosage for, and here it tells you how many people, dosi per, and calorie per porzione, calories per portion, calorie per porzione. Lastly, immobiliare, which again is about properties, proprietà, It's for agencies, agenzie, and privati, private people as well, privati. Here you can find different sections such as vendita, so selling, vendita, affitto, affitto, renting, renting, aste, auctions, aste, valutazione casa, so house evaluation, meaning price-wise, and agencies, agenzie. There are also search criteria such as price, il prezzo, or la superficie, superficie, which is the room, the space, square meters basically, metri quadrati, quadrati. Those were the 10 top visited websites in Italy. I suggest you visit them, if not because you need something, because you can always learn from that. Speaking of learning, if you haven't done it yet, make sure to sign up for your free lifetime account on ItalianPod101.com and learn Italian in the fastest, easiest, and most fun way possible. Thank you for watching. I'll see you soon. Ciao ciao. Bye bye. Hello everyone, welcome back to ItalianPod101.com. My name is Daisy, mi chiamo Daisy, and in this video we're going to talk about the Italian family. La famiglia italiana. La famiglia italiana. I did this because, as you know, family, as much as this, it's a symbol of Italy and Italian in general. In fact, family, la famiglia, famiglia, is something really important for Italians. It has a key role during the whole life of Italian people. Not only probably, but especially Italian. You can find bigger families in the south, while a bit smaller in center and north. The nucleo familiare, so the family, which is usually made of, let's say, parents and kids, so genitori e figli only in north, and then genitori, figli e parenti, so other relatives. Careful about this false friend, parenti is not parents but relatives. So more relatives on top of the parents. It could be maybe the mother-in-law or like an uncle and so on. Get reunited at night around the table to discuss what happened during the day. So that's an important moment for the family to have. Even in the north though, so it's something that it's all around Italy. Family tries to stay close by. So even if there is actually another family, let's say that you move out and you make a family of your own, you try to be close by the other family. So la vicinanza is really important. Not to mention that if some, let's say, grandparents, so nonno or nonna, if one of them is widow, for example, vedovo, it's really common for them to go and live with a son or a daughter. Also, I don't want you to focus too much on differences between north and south, so just think about a thing that is general, but it's just harder to have it in north. Because think, for example, about a lot of people that go to the north for work or studies, so they're far from family. So that's also why in the north you can find smaller families and then the bigger ones in the south. Also because people that are studying again or working in the north then go back to their hometown in south for vacanze, so holidays, and big celebrations like Christmas, Natale, or Pasqua, Easter, Pasqua. Even though people are getting married when they're older and older, like around 30s, and before it was way younger, even though that happens, it's common for people to live with their parents until they get married, or not even. There are people that actually live with their parents for all their lives, and when they get married, they go out. But if they don't really feel the need to be on themselves. Of course, it's not for everyone, but here in Italy, it's common to see, let's say, older people with family. I guess someone may call them mammoni, or cocco di mamma, which is usually referred to a guy, a male person that is really close and really attached to his mother, and that's also why they don't leave the nest, let's say. Even for people who leave the nest though, the mother and son relationship is really strong, and that's why you may also hear a lot about your suocera, mother-in-law. Because even if at home at night you reunite with your family only, then there's Sunday lunch. Il pranzo della domenica. Pranzo della domenica. It's a general tradition where people meet with la famiglia allargata. La famiglia allargata. So the larger family, let's say, not just the small one, so not just kids and parents, but also other relatives as well. And sometimes if you have childhood friends or partners, of course, they also get into this family. So it's more people that meet for lunch. And again, spend time together and talk about lives. They just enjoy eating and drinking. And in these lunches, and not only, but especially, nonna, grandmother, is really important because she may be helped by other women of the family, because let's say that it's still in the traditional family, the father was the one that worked and the mother the casalinga, so housewife, casalinga. So with women cooking and men, let's say, being at the table, playing with kids and so on, the nonna, the grandmother, has a key role in choosing the menu, for example, because she's the one cooking. Then people wait for everyone to be at the table before eating, of course. But also, as much as spending time inside houses with family, it's important for big celebrations such as matrimoni, weddings, compleanni, so birthday parties, or like baptism, and I don't know, anything really that you want to celebrate. It's common to go out for lunch or dinner. So the one who's inviting and actually celebrating something pays for the rest of the family. Not always, it depends on families, of course, but that's just to say that it's not only about eating inside, but also going outside to celebrate, just all together. In Italy, even though the babysitter, so it's the same word, babysitter, may be used for some hours, the nanny culture is not a thing. So there's no such tata is nanny, that takes care of the family for like the whole day, more days of the week, because it's usually the grandparents, I nonni, that take care of children, of I nipoti. Because as I was saying before, if not just like inside the same house, they live really close by, so they can help. In case they're not autosufficient, so you cannot take care of them instead, so you of your parent, it's common to use case di cura, nursing home, so where you put the elderly so they can be taken care of. As you may know from movies and books, l'orgoglio, so the pride of the family is really important, and that's why there are so many sagas and so on, even in the past, right? Just think about literature. But yeah, I would say that's still a thing nowadays, even though the traditional family may have changed a bit, because nowadays, of course, we talk about family even when we're talking about just cohabitating, so la convivenza, or there's civil unions, unioni civili, or adoption, for example, genitori adottivi, foster parents, genitori adottivi, and also, lastly, let's not forget that animali domestici, so pets, are also a big part of family. This is just a general idea of how an Italian family works and Italian family culture in general, as I was saying, but please let me know in the comments how it is in your country. And if you want to learn even more about Italian culture and language, just click the link in the description and download our PDF lessons to learn Italian in the fastest, easiest, and most fun way possible. Thank you for watching. I see you soon. Bye bye. Ciao ciao.
Hey everyone, welcome to the Monthly Review, the monthly show on language learning, where you discover new learning strategies, motivational tips, study tools, and resources. By the way, all the lessons and bonuses you're about to see can be downloaded for free on our website. So click the link in the description right now to sign up for your free lifetime account. Okay, today's topic is How to reach your goal for the year, the 7 long-term strategies for success. If you want to learn a language in the new year, you may be wondering what the best way to do it is and what resources you need, right? The bad news, you can have the best possible resources in the world and still fail. Because above all, it's your approach, your strategies, and mindset that will help you succeed in the long run, not the latest new shiny app that just teaches you random words and phrases. So today, you'll discover the 7 strategies for long-term success, why people fail their language New Year's resolutions, and how to apply these tips to your language learning journey in the new year. But first, if you're looking for new free language resources and downloads, here are this month's new lessons and resources. Be sure to download these now before we take them down in a few days. First, the Crush Your Goals cheat sheet. With this cheat sheet, you'll learn the basics of your target language. Basic sentence patterns, question words, must-know grammar terms, and more. Download it now for free. Second, what's your New Year's resolution? Can you say it in your target language? With this bonus phrase lesson, you'll be able to say the common goals, like read more, save money, and learn a language. Third, top 7 lessons you'll need to improve your language skills. Here, you'll get 7 lessons in one. Top 10 learning strategies, phrases to use with your teacher, ways to motivate yourself, and much more. Fourth, must-know words and phrases for the new year. Do you know how to say New Year in your target language? You will with this quick 1-minute vocab lesson. Fifth, the 7 tested ways to learn language fast. With this bonus ebook, you'll learn how to use our learning system to speak better, remember more words, and improve fast. Download it for free right now. To get your free resources, click the link in the description below right now. They're yours to keep forever. Okay, let's jump into today's topic. How to reach your goal for the year, the 7 long-term strategies for success. So, what are these long-term strategies? Well, before we get into it, just keep this in mind. These tips and strategies won't be deep, profound quotes that will shake your soul and finally open your eyes. If those worked, you'd be fluent already. Most tips are very simple, but they only work when you take action. Again, results come from taking action, not listening to wise words. So the first strategy for long-term success is to keep at it. And that's because mastering a language is simply a function of time. The more you put in, the better you'll get. Obvious, right? But if you're excited to start now, in January, it'll be easy to put in some time. However, you won't feel as excited in February, March, or April. You'll start falling off. You'll no longer be taking action on this advice, and your language won't improve. So keeping at it is the key to success here, and worth repeating no matter how obvious it is. You have to keep at it. It's like Einstein said, "It's not that I'm smart, it's just that I stay with problems longer." The second strategy is try new things. You've probably downloaded a free app or two to get started, and chances are you'll get bored of them within a month or two. Or you'll outgrow the basic apps that just teach you words, and that's normal. So that's why it's important to try new things, so you can keep going with your language learning. If you started with an app, try getting a textbook and a workbook. Try learning with our conversational audio and video lessons, and follow the pathway from start to finish. Or try getting a teacher, whether an in-person teacher or a Premium Plus teacher that comes with the Premium Plus plan. The point is, you'll find that some methods are easier to stick with than others, and that's the goal, to find something you can stick with long-term and keep putting that time in. The third strategy for long-term success is be flexible with your goals and expectations, which is something most people are not. Are you flexible with your goals? Leave us a comment. Most people, when they realize they won't hit a goal, take it as a brutal failure. They beat themselves up. They expected to be fluent by February. They didn't get what they expected, and they can't accept anything less. So for them, it becomes a big failure, and that's what you want to avoid doing. But the fact is, life will get in the way. You might be busy at work or school. You might get sick, or whatever other curveball life likes to throw at us, and you won't learn as fast as you'd like. So you have to be flexible about your expectations. It's okay to pause your language learning for now and come back later. It's okay to miss a goal, and it's okay to not progress as fast as you'd like. That doesn't mean you're failing at it. Some things are outside of your control. It just means you need more time. The fourth strategy is test your language skills. It's easy to tap on an app and think you're learning new words. But what if you aren't? You don't know if you're actually improving, right? So the best way to improve is to put your language skills to the test. And that can be anything from trying speaking to a native speaker to see how far you can go, or signing up for a proficiency test. Anywhere where someone else judges your language skills. Then you can quickly see where you're lacking. With our learning system, we test you regularly with multiple choice and hand-graded assessments inside your learning pathway. These assessments test you on the language you've learned in your last few lessons to make sure you're improving and retaining what you learn, instead of hearing words once and forgetting them later. You can also interact with your Premium Plus teacher, who will correct your language and help you improve faster. And if you want to improve even faster, the fifth strategy is involve other people in your learning journey. And this can be a teacher, other language learners, or native speakers. When you're around other people doing the same thing, it's much easier to stay motivated to learn the language. It's why nobody successfully works out from the comfort of their own home and why people go to gyms. And that's exactly why we offer live group classes for languages like Japanese, Korean, Spanish, Chinese, French, Italian, German, and more to our members. The sixth strategy for long-term success is use good old habits to get back on track. Simply put, if you have a language learning habit that you can stick to, even if it doesn't give you the best results, the fact that you can stick with it, that by itself is important. So if you fall off track and are wondering how to get started again, go back to a routine that works for you. For example, our users love our free Word of the Day emails for that very reason. It's just one word a day in your target language, but it's easy to stick with, and they feel like they're making some progress, even on days they're busy. And the seventh is always set small, measurable monthly goals. Instead of huge, unrealistic goals, like I want to be fluent by July, or I just want to speak the language. These big goals are the #1 cause of failed New Year's resolutions. But if you make them smaller and more realistic, you can actually start reaching them. For example, something like, I want to learn 100 words by the end of January. 100 words is small and realistic enough. That's 3 to 4 words a day. 100 is also measurable. You'll always know how close you are to reaching it. And monthly gives you a deadline, end of the month, January 31st. Either you hit it or you don't. Other examples would be, do 30 lessons inside our learning pathway by January 31st. Speak 1 minute of your target language by January 31st. Or learn the alphabet by January 31st. What kind of small, measurable goal would you want to set? Leave a comment. So, let's recap the 7 strategies for long-term success. Keep at it, try new things, be flexible with your goals and expectations, test your language skills, involve other people in your language journey, use good old habits to get back on track, set small, measurable monthly goals instead of huge, unrealistic goals. So thank you for watching this episode of Monthly Review. Next time, we'll talk about the brand new updates and news about our learning system, so stay tuned. If you enjoyed these tips, hit the like button, share the video with anyone who's trying to learn a language, and subscribe to our channel. We release new videos every week. And if you're ready to finally learn language the fast, fun, and easy way and start speaking from your very first lesson, get our complete learning program. Sign up for your free lifetime account right now. Click the link in the description. See you next time. Bye! Want to learn new words and phrases so you can speak more? Stick around. 5 simple ways to learn new words and phrases and speak more. In this guide, you'll discover the 5 simple ways to pick up new words, how to get the words played on repeat until they're stuck in your head, the 1 science-backed learning method that will help you remember the words, how to learn through conversations instead of learning words one at a time, and much more. But first, If you don't yet have access to our language learning system, sign up for a free lifetime account right now. Just click the link in the description to get your free lifetime account. So, how can you pick up new words and phrases easily? 1. Learn through conversations with conversational lessons. The most pain-free way to pick up new words is through conversations. Why? Because it's better to hear words in context and see how they're used in actual sentences instead of learning them one by one. And with our audio and video lessons, you'll hear a quick conversation between two native speakers. And then you'll get every grammar rule and word explained so that you understand everything and so that you know how to use the words in actual conversations. 2. The word of the day. Many of our users love this free feature because it helps them create a habit of learning the language. Every day, you get an email with a word, the definition, and the audio pronunciation. And in just a minute or less, you've picked up a new word. 3. Use our spaced repetition flashcards. Spaced repetition flashcards are a powerful way to learn words fast and actually remember them in the long run. How? Here's how they work. Just start a session and start reviewing the words. So if you get a word wrong, you'll keep getting tested on it in that session until you get it right. Once you get the word right, you'll see it again in 2 days, then 5 days, then 13 days, and so on. And this is a science-backed method called spaced repetition learning. By spacing out the words, your memory gets stronger every time you come back to that word. Except you don't have to remember to come back because the flashcards will quiz you when the time is right. So look for the flashcards in the vocabulary drop-down menu on the site. 4. Get access to hundreds of free vocabulary and phrase lists. Now, if you want to learn words around a certain topic, then check out our free vocabulary lists inside that same vocabulary drop-down menu. There, you'll find hundreds of lists around common topics such as greetings, verbs, adverbs, the weather, and much more. 5. Learn words on repeat with the vocabulary slideshow. If you're the type of person who only learns after hearing something repeated multiple times, then you'll want to check out our vocabulary slideshow study tool. You'll find it in our lessons and the free vocabulary lists. With the vocabulary slideshow, you can play the words in the example sentences on repeat, with translations, without translations, and at whichever speed you want, fast or slow, until the words get stuck in your head. So, if you want to get access to these resources and our learning system, sign up for a free lifetime account right now. Just click the link in the description to get your free lifetime account. Great work! Here's a reward. Speed up your language learning with our PDF lessons. Get all of our best PDF cheat sheets and ebooks for free. Just click the link in the description.